Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on the page, and donate money to me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on the page, and donate money to me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on the page, and donate money to me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on the page, and...
Hello my dear people, how are you? Shabbat Shalom. Today we will talk about Alex Jones and Sneako. Okay, I know a lot about Alex Jones. He's back. I was watching him 10 years ago. He was on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, but he was banned. And after that he has also a website, Infowars. Who is he? He's no, we can say he's an actor. He's a streamer. He's an activist. He's a journalist. For who is he? He is for when we are talking about movements and ideology, we can say that he is for one very old American ideology. So this ideology or movement is what's the name? Isolationism. Yes, isolationism. Okay, yeah, you have to understand. He actually Europe started World War One and also World War Two. Europe had all these colonies. USA didn't have colonies. Europe had. Europe pushed USA into wars, couple of wars. So the very old and very natural movement or ideology from USA is isolationism. Yes, and we can say Alex Jones is for this movement. So he actually he, how can I say, he doesn't like people from all over the world. No, he wants to have USA, I don't know, isolate. And that's very natural, because a lot of people are going to USA from, I don't know, from all parts of the world, and yeah. And these people are changing the culture, and that's why he's original American. He's from Texas. So we will watch this video, short video. We will not watch the whole debate between Alex and Sneako. Just a second, I have to open this. I don't have chat. I don't like chat, so you can write me. But I will, after this stream, I will see all these comments. So, okay, yeah, nice to see Alex back. He was banned from all these platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. Okay, just a second. Okay, Sahar TV. Yeah, Sahar TV is. He has everything, a lot of okay, yeah. Okay, this is not the all debate, but we can say enough.
And 30 black
right,
men
but that's
could
not deportation.
What do we?
Okay, we first of all, yeah, Alex Jones is like, I don't know, how can I say, he's Christian. Sneako is Muslim. So we are talking about Christianity and Islam here in this video. But I will give also my opinion about all this, about Islam and Christianity.
We kill them all? No.
The Prophet says, the first thing you do is call them to Islam. If they refuse, then tell them Allah obliged upon you to pay taxation. If they refuse, then we have to fight.
How you doing? This is Sahar TV, and in today's video we will watch the most recent debate between Alex Jones and Sneako. Let's have a look.
Alex Jones, it's good to finally meet you. I've been watching your work for, it's been like a couple decades. Well, yeah, since I was a kid, I've known about you. Been watching your podcast appearances on Joe Rogan, and now you want me deported from my country. So let's start with that. You challenged me to a debate. I think it's
okay. Again, here we will discuss how Alex Jones and Sneako talk about Christianity and Islam. As I said, as you know, okay, I will talk later about this.
important to start with some of the claims you made. Is the audio okay in here, guys? Can you guys hear?
I hear you loud and clear, Sneako.
And there's no echo. Okay, so you want me deported from America for exercising my First Amendment rights. You're making the face, a shock face. This is what you said. You said deport now, and then Elon Musk, the trillionaire African migrant into America who's bringing in tons of H-1B visas. He said, yes, he wants me deported as well.
Well, to be clear, I wasn't making a shocked face. I was enjoying my iced tea right here in Texas. So I was gulping it down. No, I did say that, and you know, Elon agreed with me on that viral post of your viral post. And you know, here's where I stand on that. Obviously, I was saying that more rhetorically because we have separation of church and state in the United States. I've read the Quran twice. It is a battle manual about to take over the world.
So you don't actually want me deported from America? Or you?
Well, hold on. Can I listen? You want to do 3 minutes and I'll do 3 minutes because we're debating.
No, yeah, sure. I want to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I mean, here's the deal. Orthodox Islam is expansionist. Orthodox Islam in the Quran promises to take over the world, and we have separation of church and state in this country, and we have people saying every household will be under this. That's not the same as the New Testament saying every knee will bow to God when they finally see God. Okay, so my issue is you're jumping around all crazed doing throat slitting motions, saying F you, basically, I take it as America, and saying you will go under this. We're going to take your cities. We're going to dominate you. And I've seen thousands of imams say all this, and if you don't convert, we're allowed to take your women and use them as slaves and all the rest of it. It pisses me off when somebody says I'm going to plant my flag up your ass and we're going to dominate you, and then there you are, an American with an American accent saying that. It's even more horrifying to people, and it basically starts a war. So I'd love to see a reformation in Islam like we had in Christianity back when some of the Catholics were trying to force people, to...
Okay, let's talk about Reformation, yeah. As you know, the Christian world freed itself from theocracy with the Reformation and the advent of the modern era. We call the Middle Ages the Dark Ages. Why? I will tell you why. Precisely because theocracy reigned then. A telling historical example can be found in the film or movie Kingdom of Heaven. Now you will see these dark ages, and it was normal, but this was 1,000 years ago. So just a second. Okay, watch this clip. It's a good movie.
They had the right to take me.
So do I.
Kill an infidel, the Pope has said, is not murder. It is the path to heaven. To kill an infidel, the Pope has said, is not murder. It is the path to heaven.
Okay. Did you hear this guy? When the Crusaders set out to conquer the Holy Land, a man loudly proclaimed that killing an infidel is not a sin, is not a murder, but rather path to a paradise. That happened 1,000 years ago. The point is that today such public statements are made in the Islamic world. Okay, and another thing. 100 years ago, this dark period returned to Europe for a brief time. 10 million people were marked as infidels. Some fled, others resisted or fight, but 6 million of those infidels, I'm talking about Jews, were killed. Of course, the communists were also infidels, but you have to understand the communism is very hard, we can say, ideology. For them, for communists, it doesn't matter if you are Muslim, Christian. If you say, I'm Muslim, the communist would say, yeah, so I don't give a fuck if you are Dalai Lama. Are you for party, Communist Party, or for priest this? Because if you are not for Communist Party, you will end up in prison. That's about communism. Karl Marx said that religion is opium, but we can also say that communism is not is also some kind of sub-religion, because Stalin was God for people. Kim Jong-un in North Korea is living God for North Koreans. So it's kind of sub-religion, but they don't give a fuck who you are. Or for communists, the primary God is Communist Party. When we are talking about this original communist. So okay, let's go on.
Follow what they said, or they would burn them at the stake. Okay, so Islam needs a reformation. I don't want to be at war with Islam, but there are 50 plus Islamic countries. Most of them are 99% Muslim. There's only a few Muslim countries where Christians can live in peace. Islam is expansionist. That's why I'm against Israel. It's expansionist. It is elitist.
Now, I disagree about this. Israelis don't need, Jordan. They don't need Syria. They don't need Lebanon. They have everything what they need. The strategic points of Israel are, Golan Heights, Galilee Sea, Eilat, and Mediterranean Sea, of course. And the Jordan River. That's these points are important for Israel. The water. Water is very important, because without water, you can't. There is no life without water. You can't live without water, but you can live without oil. That's the point. So in this part of world, water is very, very valuable thing. And when we are talking about, we can talk about Sinai, because Israel returned Sinai to Egypt. And I would ask, Alex, which country later returned the territory it had conquered? If I were, Prime Minister or President of Israel, then I wouldn't return this land. I would say I conquered this land. This land is mine. I will build cities, railroads, highways, like I did in Tel Aviv, Haifa, Beersheba, and so on. So Israel gave back Sinai to Egypt. You're welcome. They can say also to Egypt, And yeah, okay, let's go on.
It says Greater Israel. It sees everybody else as subhuman.
Oh, and Alex Jones just lost me. That's why I don't support Israel. Israel is expansionist. Israel is a tiny country, tiny in the sea of Muslim countries. What are you on? What are you babbling about? Hey, just a small break before you continue. I'm an independent creator, and if you'd like to support my work and support this YouTube channel, please make sure to support me on Buy Me Coffee. The link is attached down below. It helps me tremendously, and every single donation is appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's continue with the video. Let's continue.
At least Ben Gvir and the leadership of Israel. And so I'm opposed to Israel and its expansionist supremacist activities. I'm against Islam's expansionist supremacist activities. And I'm against the Chi-Com expansionist activities. I'm against the left's pedophilic Hollywood expansionist dominance, imperial operations. I don't want America to be imperial. I've been against all these expansionist wars. Even though I didn't like Maduro, I said I think we'll probably just put communists back in. Now they want to overthrow Cuba and put the communists back in. So I'm against all of that. I'm against imperialism, not from some leftist angle, but from George Washington's angle of not being involved in foreign entanglements. So that's where I stand on all this. And when somebody declares we're coming for you and we're going to dominate you, I said to Piers Morgan back in 2013, it became a national story, whenever he said we're going to take your guns. And I said, if you do, 1776 will commence again. So anybody trying to take my guns, anybody saying I'm going to convert to Islam in all your homes, anybody telling me that they're going to stick their flag up my ass, I'm going to tell them, if you want to fight, you better believe you got one. Go ahead.
All right, you said a lot. I mean, what flag? The difference between Israel as an expansionist state is that that's a actual country. I have allegiance to America. This is my country. Said many things, and let's stick to this original claim. You said deport now. Where am I going to go if I'd be deported?
Well, I mean, there's 50 plus Muslim countries. You could go to Iran, you go to Sudan, you could go to Egypt, you could go to Afghanistan, you go to any of those shitholes. You could go to Pakistan, you know, where they're marrying 9-year-olds. You could,
There's child marriage here in America, but how would I be deported to a country that I don't?
You could go to Medina. You go to Medina, and 30 black men.
Right, but that's
could,
not deportation. That's immigration, like Elon Musk coming over here. How would I be deported to a country that I'm not from? I'm born.
This is very graphic material, a video that begins with a Syrian rebel leader cutting out the organs of a dead Syrian soldier.
Yeah, a rebel cuts open a dead soldier's chest and eats his heart up to the camera. How would you explain this to alien? You know, this is, yeah, this is human race. These are humans.
Joining us now is Aaron Baker, the Middle East Bureau Chief of Time Magazine, our sister publication. Aaron, thanks very much. Tell us about this gruesome video that Time Magazine obtained. Describe what's going on.
Well, in the video, the commander, he goes by the name of Abu Sakar. He has found a man, a soldier from the Syrian army, dead by bullet, I've been told. And he took a knife and he cut out a hole in the chest and pulled out the lungs and the hearts. And while being videotaped, he held up the lung and said, "You dogs of Bashar, this is how we will treat you. I'll eat your hearts and your livers." And he took a bite in the video. And it was meant as a message to the regime.
And you authenticated this video, you reviewed it, you interviewed this individual.
Okay, this is not all, of course. We'll talk about in Raqqa, ISIS, they impaled heads on stakes outside their headquarters. There are also the Caesar photographers, which are public photographs, yeah, not photographs, photographs, Caesar photographs, which are publicly available. And this didn't happen 1,000 or 50 years ago. It happened barely 10 years ago. Cameras were supposed to make the world a better place. This worked in Europe, but okay, we still have war against Ukraine and Russia. We had this war in Yugoslavia, but what happened in Syria, you know, it's very brutal, and you know. Also, this if we consider that the footage taken after the liberation of the concentration camps, yeah, the camera, this worked in Europe. After what Europe saw after the liberation of concentration camps. So, yet I find myself thinking about the people in Syria. Unfortunately, we didn't have cameras in Darfur or Rwanda. We didn't have enough cameras in Rwanda. Couple of cameras are in Darfur. You have to understand one thing: such behavior was clearly part of human nature even back when cameras didn't exist. Okay, let's go about to see. I'm trying to. No, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. I think Kurds liberated Raqqa.
The destruction, it's so vast, it's so widespread, it's hard to even begin to imagine just how terrifying this must have been, especially for the civilians that ISIS was continuing to hold hostage until the very last minute. And you can't even see traces of the life that was amid the rubble. That is just how devastated this city has become, and we're still under very...
I'm wondering, does Sneako does he know anything about these things when he's talking about
very strict orders not to veer off the main roads, not to go down any of the alleyways because of ongoing concerns that ISIS still may have explosives buried throughout the rubble. Commanders that we have spoken to have described this as being a multi-level battlefield. There is the fighting that took place above ground, and then there is the fighting that took place underground with the vast, intricate tunnel system that ISIS had dug out. This is one of the main squares in Raqqa where ISIS's horrors, its brutal...
I saw these photos.
Rain were on regular display. We saw some of the first images emerging from here of the ISIS public executions, the beheadings. There was some footage and photographs that showed heads that ISIS had placed on top of these spikes to ensure that the civilian population knew who was in charge, knew what their fate would be if they dared to even disobey the ISIS rulers. What we have here now can really only be described as something of a surreal scene. Syrian Democratic Forces fighters took over this part of the city a few days ago. Now we have the women's unit that is here, part of a celebration.
Okay, let's go on.
You know, over to a Muslim country, and I said I meant it as an allegory. You also said that I was trying to get vigilantes to kill you. I said my snake or black widow analogy was not talking about violence, but why I have a phobia of pouring gasoline on myself and lighting myself on fire, or jumping off a 5,000-foot cliff, or playing with black widows in my hand, or playing with rattlesnakes. You have those phobias because it's a natural...
By the way, I don't think Sneako is following the Quran the way it should be followed. To me, it seems like Sneako
he doesn't know anything about. He's just
is doing the whole thing as a performative act. And according to what Andrew Tate said, he is Muslim on the outside, but on the inside, between his friends, he does drugs. He does a bunch of things that are not allowed to do.
You're getting a lot of boomer propaganda. Let's be specific about what
I want the Gresham family to sell your holdings. Bring in, they accepted the plan that they came up with. My ancestors engineered the Texas Revolution. Took them 10 years.
Okay, you can watch all this debate. yeah. And what I'm trying to say, after all the brutal atrocities in Syria that the public witnessed, Hamas filmed the war crimes of October 7, thereby triggering a war that could have ended in 10 days, while the world forgot overnight about the 700,000 victims in Syria and focused instead on demonizing Israel. So don't ask why an even more right-wing faction will come to power in Israel after all this. Look what is happening in Syria, man. And Syria is neighbor, is Israeli neighbor. Okay, this was you can watch all this debate between Sneako and it's too hot, we are waiting this storm again, and yeah, that's why I'm half 30 minutes stream. So that's it. Have a nice day. Shalom Aleichem, and bye bye. Ciao.